Try it this way. How y'all doing? I'm trying to do this in here today. See if it will work. So tell me, can you hear me okay? Is it too blurry? Let me know. It's not tilted down very much, but whatever. Can y'all hear me? Somebody tell me in the comments. Okay, cool. This could be short. I am going to do a giveaway here in just a second. I'll give it, here, let me get a bag. I'll show you. Giveaway a Dibdit IKEA bag. Giveaway a Dibdit IKEA bag. Chubbs is in here. Pacific Picker, how you doing, my friend? Thrift Trippin' Mimi. Pickabilly is in here. Pacific Picker, hey, how you doing? When's your next show? Any rate, I'll get to it because I don't have, excuse me, a ton of time. I'm going to give this away in just a second. I'll put it up in maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. And there are some other shows going on right now. I don't want to take away from them. I think Duck, what is it? Duck. I can't even remember. Let me see what their name is. Let's see. Dibdit. We have, it is Duck Deals. Duck Deals, they are doing, I think they're doing video games right now. I think that's right. And then Breeze Flippers coming on at 1 o'clock. Lunchtime comics and collectibles. Last time before they ship. And then on Dibdit Threads, it looks like there is Buckeye Flipper is live right now on Dibdit Threads. And I think that's it for what is live currently. Buckeye Flipper's going on cards tonight as well. That is on the agenda. So, all right. A bunch of folks on the agenda. 4 o'clock, Bill is on here. Bill always brings great deals, y'all. A little bit of train, a little bit of a train on polish and brush today. Is that right, Mama Bear Reseller? Let me look. Let me look over there. Polish and brush is, hey, Mimi's going on 6 o'clock, 2 hour Untangle the Jewelry Mystery Bag, Mimi. I love it. I'm going to sell on polish and brush on Monday. And the time is a little in flux, but we'll try and figure it out. Mama Bear Reseller is, that's Sierra, after Thrift Trip and Mimi tonight over there on Polish and Brush. That's part of what I want to talk about. I'm going to go live on Polish and Brush. Kristen Rural Squirrel, a friend of mine and my wife's, is going to come on. That's my birthday, y'all, by the way, next Monday. And it's going to sell over there. And first time over here on the platform, so it should be fun. I've got a bunch of sterling jewelry and cosmetic bags, cosmetics, and I got stuff, so it should be fun. And then Mimi is going to follow that. Makeup and Korean skincare. All right, so obviously we have a bunch of different marketplaces. I want to just give a couple announcements here before I put this giveaway up. And the announcements, if you haven't already, and most people in here probably have, but maybe they can watch this later, watch it on Garage Sale Nation. On Tuesday, we're going to do like a raid train giveaway and have a bunch of folks on and just do 5-minute giveaways, and just do a tour of all the marketplaces. And I'll just mention them all real quick if you have not gone over there yet. Obviously, Dibdit Threads growing very quickly, and I'll tell you the reason why we're doing this. It has to do with Dibdit Threads and Dibdit Cards. Dibdit Cards growing as well, Polish and Brush, and Dibdit Sports, and I think I'm Shop Commons and Dave's Kitchen Marketplace, and we're doing those here pretty quick. So we're doing this little raid train because we want people to get over there in advance, so you can A, get all the giveaways that we're doing, and B, we're doing a big event on cards on, got to get this right, Wednesday. I'm going to be selling over there. There's a bunch of sellers co-hosting over on Dibdit Cards. There'll be giveaways. I'm giving away 4 or 5 boxes of stuff, so we'll see. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a massive raid train. Maybe. We might have a solution eventually for everything else, right? Because you can't, you niche down into everything and it gets a little too much. But I hear you. Anyway, what was I saying? Thursday, Dibdit Threads, massive raid train. Tons of giveaways all day. Good deals. I'm bringing good, I mean, we're encouraging people to bring really good stuff to this sale. So there should be money to be made for you resellers, for you folks who are buying for yourself. Great deals on stuff. That is going to go from like 9 a.m. till like midnight all day. on all day on Thursday. So huge week coming up next week. So I want to make sure everybody goes to those marketplaces. If you can't find them, just write down those names. You can search it in the marketplaces, or ask somebody in the live seller chats. They'll send you a link. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it. But right now I am on dibdit.com, dibdit.com. I'm going to start this giveaway before I forget. We're going to give away a Dibdit IKEA bag. Start giveaway. I think it started. Did it not start? What does it say? Hopefully, yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. So we got a Dibdit IKEA bag giveaway right here. Got a nice little canvas. It's big. This thing gets pretty big. So we'll send that off to you if you win that today. If there's any questions, throw them out there. I do, like the ideas, suggestions for new marketplaces and stuff. There's a limit, obviously. It becomes pointless at some point. You can't niche down into everything. But I want to buy one of those Dibdit IKEA bags. Okay. I don't think I have them listed on here, but maybe I can look by now. Let's see. I don't even know if I can. Oop, I screwed it up. That's giveaway. I don't do giveaway. Filter. Can I pull something in? Buy now. I might be able to find it. I think I have it listed. Do I not have them listed over here? That seems really dumb. I'll have it listed soon. I thought I had them listed, but apparently, you know what? I ran out. And so we had to order more, and I never reposted them. So I will get them up right now. Okay. Well, not right now, but in a minute, if I can remember. But we'll have them out there for sure. All right. Well, I guess I could do it now, but I'm not. Well, I'm going to run out of time if I do. What the heck? I'll try it. See if I can get it done. And if you have any questions, let me know. Dibdit IKEA bag. And can I take the picture like this? Here, I'll just take a picture like this. Bang. All right. There we go. I think we sell them for $14.95 is what we were selling them for, y'all. So, all right, let's do. My light's not working here. This is a giveaway. I don't want it to be a giveaway. What are we doing? I already have a giveaway for it. Buy now, set price, done. I think that's what Reagan charges for these. Whoops. We'll give you a We'll make it $14 today. We'll make it cheap. And if you've already bought something from my last show, then this will be combined shipping. So we'll just throw that in there. Quantity. I just got like 40 in. So publish. There you go. It's up there. If you're watching somewhere else, you can claim one too. Just use that little claim code right there. You guys are awesome. Very kind of you. Like I said, any questions would be great, but I want to remind everybody of that raid trains on Dibdit cards and Dibdit threads. We are in the process in April of trying to plan one for Polish and Brush. So the sellers who have been selling over there already and have made sales will contact you to get you to be a part of that, because you're helping us build it in the lean times, if you will. You guys are very kind. I really do appreciate that. And some great sellers in here too. What Dibdit can you run estate items? Okay. Right now, I hate to say stuff because there's always something in the works, right? Right now, you can run pretty much anything on Dibdit Live. Okay? Dibdit Exotic Bets. Right now. We want people to start running items that fit in those other marketplaces on those other marketplaces. We want clothing to be in threads. We want, golf clubs to be in Dibdit Sports. Baseball equipment, Dibdit Sports. We want cards to be in Dibdit Cards, no matter what it is. We want, what else do we got? I know I'm missing something. I'm always missing something. Polish and Brush is cosmetics to curling irons, perfumes, makeups, all that stuff. We want all that stuff to be in Polish and Brush. We realize those are still growing at the time. So, it's tough with some jewelry needs to be in Polish and Brush at this time. So there are some things possibly that are in the works where we could have, because Dibdit is supposed to be like collector stuff, 80s, 90s, toys, action figures, whatever. But we want people to sell anything over here at this point. Live, not in the static sales. So what we want is possibly to open a place where it would be like like a whatever. It's a garage sale, decor and whatever, everything kind of a catch-all, and then keep Dibdit kind of focus on collector stuff, coins, you know, not cards because we've got that, but all the toys, all the cool stuff, all the plush, all the video games, all that stuff that people have the most success on here for, and so that's kind of the idea here. All right, they need to add a feature where I can buy a random member of the chat a Dibdit bag. Very good idea, and that the last we had spoken about this, and the last I had heard is it is on the list. It's a priority kind of thing. 500 plus Harley tees. Wow. Hey, come on. Oh, here's the winner. Come on over to Dibdit Threads and sell the heck out of those. I like threads, but feel rare tees do better on Dibdit, but I never have a ton of high dollar tees. So yeah, I sell, if I have like a pop culture tee, I'll put it in my Dibdit shows. No problem whatsoever. If I'm running even a pop culture t-shirt show and it's nothing but that, and you want to put it in Dibdit for now, that's fine. Ideally, we're going to grow that over there, and you're going to do better, or just because those people over there are going to be focused on buying just what they buy, and they don't need alerts for somebody selling video games if they're just interested in that stuff. So you said adding a tip jar, possibly. I don't have control over that. It is a possible thing. I have seen some people go on and put their own little tip thing in the buy it now, and it just says tip your host for $2 or something. And so I've seen people do that, and you just got to mark it shipped. Bought two bags today. If you want to, you can give one of them away. Wow, that's very nice. That's a good question. Let's do this then. Okay, I'll definitely do that. So let's do this. I'll put another one up, but we'll see if I can change the timing of it. Duplicate. All right. So this is the second one. Edit item. And we'll change the timing on it to 2 minutes. We'll give another one away. That is very kind. Y'all give Pacific Picker a follow. Great host, great show. I always, I can't get to every show, but I enjoy those. I bought from him before. So, all right, let's start the giveaway. Second IKEA bag headed out the door. Just a little side note. I was doing all the taxes and, writing giant checks and whatever. And one thing I looked at was how much that this entity, that whatever you want to call it here, donated this year, and it was it was in the thousands of dollars, and I just want to thank all of you. We're giving away, and Tim, you got to hurry up, Dibdit.com. It's a 2-minute giveaway. Dibdit bag, Dibdit.com, Dibdit.com, Dibdit IKEA bag. And I just want to thank you for everything that you guys have done. Just blows my mind. So, all right. Any other questions we're going to get to while this one runs out? This one will be a much shorter giveaway here. You got 1 minute, 17 seconds. And so we'll give away that second one. Compliments of Pacific Picker. I think that's who it is. Yeah, Pacific Picker. Y'all give them a follow. So many great sellers in here. You said that. Let's see. I brought my pop culture t-shirts back to Dibdit. Yeah. I think eventually, y'all, you always have that choice. If it's pop culture, it can be here no matter what forever. That's it. And no matter what it is. So that's just a choice you'll have to make. Now, I personally will probably, if I do a nothing but clothing sale and it has mostly pop culture in it, I'll probably still do it over on Threads. But that doesn't mean you have to. So just something to think about. And if you have a mixed kind of thing, sudden death auctions are on Commons. Question mark. Would like to try on Threads Commons. So that's a great question. I got to send in an alert yesterday and a little message, and sudden death is an option at this point. I don't know if they've pushed it to certain people or everybody. If it isn't here yet for you, Joe Deals, it will be soon. Your hair color, very funny. This is my real hair. Where's Dawn? Somebody tag Dawn. This is my real, look, I got some gray too. It's my real hair color. As part of this community's made. I'll tell you what, it's no doubt. MB Flips, hey, I think I'm doing a card co-stream with you on Wednesday on cards. If anyone wanted to push sudden death features. So yeah, I don't know if they have to assign with people or just everybody has that option and you can try it at this point. That's probably my guess. So it's going to be a great day on cards next week. I got a busy week. Plus, it's my birthday. I want a day off or something. But we're selling on Polish and Brush. Y'all come join all. If you don't mind, join all of the marketplaces that we have, unless you're absolutely never going to buy some, from whatever. But it would be really, really beneficial to the marketplace as a whole to attract more people to it as well. So I'm never going to buy again. What, did I miss something, Haha Johnson? I was going to say, because that does not sound like a Haha Johnson thing. Oh, my goodness. I sent you, I've been messaging back and forth with you today, so. A holiday page would work great. Well, we can fit all those things. That's one more thing I want to talk about, raid trains. And in the seller, maybe we should have a raid train chat. But in the seller live right now, it was Second Love who really organized that media thing. And it could, if you want to organize a raid train on a certain day and set up the raids that go into these other shows, it is really, really beneficial. Did I finally Dusty Box? I'm sorry, man. I didn't even early on, and some of you early adopters like Dusty Box, you can't follow everybody. There's 11,000 whatever people. We're growing by, I think we grew by about 1,500 people this last month, and it's going quickly. And as soon as the Android app comes, I would expect a big push as well. So I would love to co-stream with a bunch of folks, and it's just really hard. I do know this. Let's really make Rod mad. Although he hasn't said this. He said on Cat's show the other day that if somebody wanted to come over there and do their first stream on Threads, he would co-stream with them. And I was like, dude, you can't. That's an overpromise right there. He's like, no, I'll do it. And I'm like, what if you get 50 people, dude? So Rod is kind of heading up Dibdit Threads and set up that raid train. But if there's anybody who wants to set up an action figure raid train in here or a video game raid train, and you want to set it up if it's 4 or 5 people or whatever, and you coordinate with those people to make sure those raids go from one show to the other, really, really good idea. If you have something in particular that you came across, like, I don't know, maybe you came across a box full of Motu figures, put a thing out there and say, hey, I want to sell all these Motu figures out. Is there anybody else who has something? Can we do a raid train of action for whatever, something like that? Co-host holiday items for sure. And I kind of dropped the ball on that Second Love. I had all that Easter stuff and I did it early, and that's the kind of thing, right? As a holiday approaches, you want to do a holiday raid train or something like that, or a plush raid train, or a LP raid train, or whatever. It doesn't make, toy 80. You could do a decade raid train, like nothing but the 80s. If you guys want to set it up in the live seller chat and attract 4 or 5 people to it, those kind of things, I'll usually get on and if I'm not going to join them, I'll push them off. I'll do a giveaway to start it all off or something like that. That's the best you can banter live. Am I missing something here? Love for someone to co-host with me, Bodega Finds. Listen, get over there. The people who are selling over in Polish and Brush and on Threads, start talking to people. Co-hosting is becoming faster and easier, and there's a big benefit to it. And instead of people going alone over there, 2 people pushing it out, and if you have a little social media, you can push those things out over there. And we have not put a restriction on, like I think Second Love said, put a post in Dibdit saying, hey, we're doing a show over on Dibdit Threads tonight. Come and join us in the chats. That's perfectly fine. We don't have any problem with that. Maybe we will at some point, but I don't think so. And so use those chats as well. And if don't post, hey, I'm having a show over here. Don't post that in the seller chat. Post that in the Dibdit chat, because that's where everybody is, right? The seller chat is only those who approve to sell. When cashing out from your wallet, do you have to take the whole amount available, or you can choose? That is a great question. I think you can choose, but I'm not 100% sure. So if somebody wants to answer that, I'm sure they can get you an answer. Who won this thing, by the way? Mikey B 1981 won that Dibdit bag. Compliments of Pacific Picker, y'all. Give him a follow. You can click on that. I think you can click on his name and follow him in here. I can't remember. Take it unless it's pending. Okay, so you might have to take it all. So, okay, I'm sure I'm missing something. Lots of new stuff possibly in the works, but we're just focused right now on trying to grow this as much as we possibly can. So if you're listening somewhere else, I think I'm live somewhere. I think I'm live on these other platforms, yeah. Come on over and join us. There's events. We're sponsoring Ray Nashville Flippers event down there, and so we'll try to bring in some new folks from that event. And eventually, I'd like to do a massive charity event, and probably stream that on Picker and Flipper, which I've never done before, and bring in some folks. And I may ask people to donate to it, and it'll be a specific charity. We'd love to give to St. Jude. That's one we always do, but you never know. Opportunity comes up, and we can do different stuff like that. All right, I'm taking away from other people's shows. So thank y'all for the purchases down there. You guys are awesome. And I think, see, Breeze Flipper's live show. I'm just going to tell you this. Duck Duck Deals right now is doing, I think, video games. He was earlier, so go over there if you want that. If you're looking for lunchtimes, comics, and collectibles, we're going to go to Breeze Flipper. Okay? Thank y'all.